Good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon,
Good
ma'am.
afternoon, ma'am.
Yes. All of you had your lunch? No answer at all. Keep your lab syllabus copy handy with you, soft copy at least. Soft only where you can check your hard. Soft copy of your lab syllabus should be with you when we do our labs. I'm just waiting for a couple of them to join in. Just only 28 have joined. Another 2 minutes and then we'll start. Any issues on the software installation side or the first exercise? Have all of you completed in all respects? Can I hear from all of you? Yes, something about that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, done, completed.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, good. Raman, you had some issues. You have completed.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Others, can I hear?
I've also done, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Yes. Any issues anybody is facing because of this software installation or some query you didn't get? I told y'all if you have any query later, if you're trying, you can come back to me one on one, but I didn't find anybody coming back to me. Should I take it as you didn't do only, or should I take it as no errors? I don't know. Any issues for anyone regarding the first exercise that we have finished? Manish?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Have you finished your lab exercise, first exercise completely?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. Last 2 days I didn't see you in my theory class. Why? What happened? Things are okay?
Ma'am, yeah, ma'am. Tuesday I got vaccinated, ma'am. And in Wednesday I got fever and headache, ma'am. So that's why I was absent.
Okay. No, you're fine?
Yeah, ma'am.
Good. Okay. All right. So today's class, we will be beginning with our second lab exercise, second exercise of lab. So just open the second exercise. Second exercise is a very simplest exercise in your lab syllabus. Actually, I thought the first one was very simple because second one I didn't expect them to change it because it's completely changed. We had a different problem altogether, but this has been changed now, and it's the simplest one that you can ever expect. If you can't do this also, then I think you cannot have a simpler one than this. It's very very simple. Probably we should be able to finish it in today's class only. Today's time schedule we should be able to finish it because it's very simple. It is. Right, so what are we given here? Consider the following schema. So they have given you a particular schema. details, and then you have to execute the queries. That's all. So there is a student table is given, and they have given the what should be the attributes of the student table. So you should have USN, you should have name, date of birth, branch, mark 1, mark 2, mark 3, total, and the GPA. These are the things that you should have as attributes in the table. And then,
Excuse me, ma'am.
yeah,
Ma'am, your screen is blank, ma'am.
yeah, I haven't written anything yet.
Okay, ma'am. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just telling you what is the exercise that is there for us. That's all. So for the given exercise, okay, let me put it in the board then. If that's the case, I think. Okay, so we are going to see the second lab exercise for the day. As I told you, it's the simplest exercise. What is given to us is we are given this student as a entity, and they have also mentioned, please look into your lab syllabus, they have also mentioned what are the attributes this particular student table contains. Now why I came to this board is, though we cannot be writing a ER diagram because we don't have many entities to identify. Like the first exercise, we have no several entities, we don't have several attributes, we don't have to connect all those entities, nothing of that sort is there. Okay, so we will not be writing any ER diagram. There is no need for this, and it is not required. We'll not be writing any ER diagram. We can still put down a simplest schema diagram for this exercise. That's why I brought this whiteboard. We can still write a schema diagram. So this will be our schema. Student is given to us, and what are the attributes that is given to us? So first attribute that is given is USN. Then let me see. Okay, you have name is one attribute, and then you have date of birth is one of the attribute. Then you have branch, then mark 1, mark 2, mark 3, right? And then it is total. The last one you have is GPA. Okay, so USN, name, DOB, branch, mark 1, mark 2, mark 3, total, and then GPA. This is all is given to us, and they have told, they have given a couple of queries which you have to execute. That's all. So there is no need of any ER diagram, but this schema diagram you have to write because you have to show the description. Of course, USN will be our primary key, so underline that. That's all we can do here, nothing more. We don't have several tables, so connection between the different tables like we did in the first exercise will not be there. From the third exercise onwards, we will have to spend a lot of time because, of course, those applications are a little complex. Anyway, let's talk about it when we come to that. Okay, so student, this much only. Now we are going to create this table, and then let us see what are the records that we'll have to insert, and then we'll proceed. Have you all noted down this? If yes, then we can. I can share my Oracle screen so that we can start doing that. If you have finished, if you have noted down, this should be your first. Instead of, I said for first exercise, ER diagram, schema diagram, everything should be written. Here you have to write the schema diagram. This is all is the schema. Only then, after writing this, we will proceed further. So this has to come into your observation. It should come into your record also. If you are done with this, please put it in the chat box. I will stop sharing and then go into the Oracle screen. Please let me know. Any doubts so far? Only so much is given. USN, we are taking it as a primary key. If you have done with this, I'll stop sharing. Please let me know. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Okay. Lakshmi, you could do all the queries. Last week you had some issues, errors. Okay. All right. Others, if you all done, can I stop sharing it? I will go directly into the Oracle and we'll start doing that.
Yes, ma'am.
Please
Done.
wait for the instructions. Yes. Right. I'll stop sharing this now. Just give me a moment. You're all able to see my Oracle screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Okay. Now there are a couple of things that you will have to look into here. That is, as I told you, okay, 1 minute. Let me stop sharing this and then where is this? I am not able to present that. I just want to share one screen and it's not appearing there. What did I do? Or I'll have to share my entire screen. Can you see the Word document?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Yeah. So why I brought this is I just want to discuss the queries that are there here before we go into the Oracle and discuss. All right. So look at this. This is what is given to you all. So as I told you, we have the student, USN, name, date of birth, branch, all these things. Okay. Now we have to create a table. Now before we create and insert the data, I said you please look into the queries that you are supposed to answer. That will give you an idea of how you have to create and how you have to insert. Okay. So let's look into the queries. Update the first query you look there. Update the column total by adding the column columns mark 1, mark 2, and mark 3. This means what? You have to enter only the mark 1, mark 2 and mark 3. You cannot enter the total right away while you are inserting the data. So while you are inserting the records, you cannot enter the total. You cannot enter the enter the total. You have to write later one command to update that particular column for total. Okay. So while inserting, you cannot enter this value for total. That's what I meant. Look at the second query. Find the GPA score of all the students. Again here, while inserting, you cannot insert the GPA score. Now you will have to write a separate command and then update the value of the GPA based on your marks and your total or whatever it is. So you will have to write a formula for finding out, calculating GPA and then write an update command, or rather a suitable query you have to write in order to update your details. So that also you GPA score and total. These two things we cannot enter when we are doing the insertion. All right, we should do that later as part of our first query and second query. Okay, next, look at the third query. Find the students who were born on a particular year of birth from the date of birth column. So this is okay. Any year you give, that should be displayed. That's okay. That's fine. Next, display or list the students who are studying in a particular branch of study. So any branch, whatever you are giving, you can specify one of the branch in the query and you will get the result. Then find the maximum GPA score of the student branch wise. Branch wise, I should be able to find out what is the maximum. Branch wise means this query indicates that you should have at least 2 or 3 branches, different branches to be inserted when you are inserting. Don't put everything, all the records as the same branch. That will not work out. At least you should have 2 records minimum, 2 or 3 records per branch. Because in that every branch, let's say MCA is a branch. In MCA, what is the maximum GPA? In MBA, what is the maximum GPA? So if you give only 1 record for MCA, then there is no point. At least if there are 2 records for MCA, then you can find out which is the maximum. At least if there are 3 records, let us say for MBA, out of 3, which is the maximum, you can find out. So for every branch, make sure that we enter at least 2 or 3 records for every branch. Okay, because otherwise your data again will not make any sense. Only one branch, if you have only 1 record which has MCA, then what maximum you can find out, right? That's it. Then find the students whose name starts with the alphabet S. Yes, this is important. When you enter the data for name, you should see to it that there are at least 1 or 2 records whose name starts with S. You should take care of all this while entering, that is while inserting. That is what I meant to say. Simply blindly don't go on entering the records. You please see to it that every query you should be able to answer with certain record. Some record should be there which will fetch answers for the query. Otherwise, no records found, it will keep showing. That is wrong. Next is find the students whose name ends with alphabet AR. Ends with alphabet AR. Again, you have to take care of this. Then delete the student details whose USN is given as 1001. So you have to delete a particular record whose USN is given as 1001. So you have to make sure that your one of the USN is 1001. Only then you can delete it, obviously. And this is also an indication that your USN should be a 4-digit number. You cannot simply write varchar 2 of 3, something like that. No, yes 01, yes 02. Like that you cannot enter whatever you like. Your USN should be a 4-digit number. That is an indication that you get from this particular query. So like this, you have to first go through all the queries, find out what are all the possibilities that you have to take care of, or the concerns that are there before you start creating or inserting the data. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Since queries are already given to you, you have that liberty to do that. If queries are not at all given, if they simply give student like this, that's all is given, schema only is given, nothing else is given, and then at random they ask you to fetch some details, and then if you don't have those particular records, that's okay. But since your queries are already there, you should make sure your entries are sensible, right? All right. So to show this only, I shared this screen. Now let me go into the Oracle screen. You're able to see my Oracle screen now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, good. So now let us start creating the table. Okay. Now, first thing I want to tell you is the last exercise that we did, already you all have a student table. Okay. Suppose, let me say, even I must be having, let me see that. Okay. Right. This table is already there. Student table is already there. So if you again create a student table with the same name, it will show error. It will say table already exists, something like that it will show. So don't create, now they have given here student is the table that you have to create. So you cannot create two tables with the same name. It's already there in your database, student is there. Now don't drop that, because anytime if you want to refer to your first exercise, you want to try queries of your first exercise, okay, you can still try because you don't have to insert again and again. So don't drop this table. You can give some other name, student 1 you can give, or student 2 you can give some other name. Okay, let us not delete this table, but you cannot create with the same name. All right, I am giving it as STUD. Okay, you can give whatever you want. So create table student. So I am creating a new table. Sorry. Okay, then I have USN. So I'm going to take it as, observe here, I'm going to take it as number of 4, because I should have 1001 as one of my USN, right? In the, as per the query. So that is an indication for me that I should have USN as a 4-digit number. I'll take this as a primary key, though it is not told there, I will still take it. So I have defined this, declared this as a primary key. Okay, next I will go for name. Name I can take it as varchar2 of 15. Then date of birth, I will simply give it as DOB. I am taking this as varchar2 only, because some versions of the Oracle, only particular formats will work. That's why I don't want to get into that trouble. So DOB, I am taking it as varchar2. Next, branch I will take. Again, branch is a branch name. So I will take it as varchar2 of some 10. Okay. Next, I will take mark 1. Mark 1 is obviously a number, and let us all assume that all our marks, maximum marks is 100. Okay, let's assume like that. So I will take it as mark 1 number of 3, not more than 3 you can give. Again here mark 2 number of 3, mark 3 number of 3. Now tell me one thing, should I enter total and while creating I should enter total and GPA also as columns, or what I should do now?
Yes, ma'am, we should, but leave it as blank.
Blank.
Yeah, who said?
Rupam.
Yeah, Rupak, yes. What about others?
Yes, ma'am.
And blank.
All right. So we'll create while creating and then leave it blank, is it? Yes. Okay, let me create. So I will get next to this total. Again, I will take that as number of 3. 3 only because 100 plus 100 plus 100, 300. 300, your total cannot exceed 300. So let us keep it at 3. Okay, then I will give GPA number. I will take this as, listen here, 4,2, because GPA is a kind of percentage. Okay, suppose I should write it as 86.24. So out of 4 digits, 2 digits is decimal places. All right, that's how I'm creating. That is why I've given it as 4,2, and that's all. So I'll put a semicolon and I'm done. Please finish the creation and put in the chat box. We'll continue. Any doubts, any errors, you can ask me. Done. Okay. Okay. We'll keep doing. I'll give you all 2 minutes, 5 minutes time so that you all can finish the creation. Any doubts, anyone? Okay, most of you have finished. Very good. Akil? Right, many have finished. Good. Shall we continue with insertion? Doing, okay.
Yes, ma'am. Done.
Very good. Yes. Right. Now let us try to insert. Okay. Insert into student. Okay. Values. Now the first value is a number. So I will not give any single quotes. I will simply give it as USN. Second one is, okay, let me first, 1 second. Describe student. Okay, this is my description. Always have your description in front of you so that the insertion becomes easy. The order in which you have to insert and all that stuff. Insert into values. Oh, sorry. Student values. Okay. The first one is a number. So I will simply write it as USN. Second one is the varchar. So single quote, ampersand. Close the quote. Third one is also varchar, DOB. Right. Fourth one is branch, again a varchar. Next is number. So say only ampersand, only ampersand mark 2, only ampersand mark 3. Should I give here total or not?
No, ma'am.
You should not give? Or should I give and leave it blank while entering?
Ma'am, leave it blank.
While entering, but give it here, is it not? Okay, total, and then I will give GPA. All right. So now have I done? Yeah. Okay. So enter the value for USN. I will write it as 1001. I'll start from there. Name, Asha. Date of birth, I'll leave it to you all. You can enter whatever you want. 2000. MCA, Mark 1, 90. Mark 2 is 96. Marks, of course, I leave it to you all. You can enter any mark, no problem. Okay, 93, right. So I'm not supposed to enter value for the total as per my queries. So I'm not entering here. I leave this blank as somebody told me. I leave this GPA also blank as someone told. See, what happens, see there. Is it showing an error? It's showing an error to me. Missing expression. Okay. So what shall we do? Someone said we should not include it in the insert statement. Let's try that also. Okay. So I will remove these two things. I will stop at mark 3. What will happen now? Let us see. 1001. I continue with those names. Asha, then date of birth, right, MCA, okay, any marks is okay, right. Now what's happening? See there, it shows not enough values. That means you have not entered all the values, okay. So while creating itself, we should not give total and GPA. You should add it later because whatever you are given in the table, you have to enter values as long as it is a foreign key. If it is a foreign key, you can simply leave it blank and go ahead. But here it is not a foreign key. You have to enter. Is that clear, all of you? So what do we do now? How do we change this? Should we drop the table?
From the table.
Sorry?
Drop.
See, one option is I drop the table, again create it. Otherwise, I will drop the column only. Why should I drop the table again? I've already created the table. So let us not drop. One option is that only. Drop the table completely, create it again. But you should work a little sensible. No, why to drop the table? Table is correct only. Only thing is we have added 2 extra columns which we should not have added while creating. So we will drop only that column. All right. See here. Don't drop the table. Need not required. That's what I said. So how do I drop this table now? Sorry. How do I drop the column?
Alter
Drop.
table name, drop column name.
Alter table student, drop column name. Column name is total. I'm dropping that. Okay. Alter table student, drop column total. So I dropped it. Table is altered. Look at my, let me see my description. See here, we have dropped the total table. You need not drop the table. Please don't drop the table and create it again. That is fine, but not necessary to do. Learn other things. You can drop the column. All that we have to do is to drop those 2 columns. That's all. Okay, right. Next, I will again drop the other column also. Alter table student. You should be very clear of your syntax. Drop column GPA. Okay, my table is altered. Let me put down the description. Right. Now the table contains only this much. It has no table, it has no total, no GPA. Finish till here and let me know. Any doubts, anyone? Alter table name, drop column name is the command for dropping the column. So I knew this in the beginning only, but still, since you all said you can add and leave it blank, I just wanted to show you what were the errors that will come if you do that. Okay?
Ma'am, why can't we take null, ma'am?
It doesn't take null, no? It will show missing values.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you all done?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall we proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So let us try to insert now. Insert into student values. So first value is number, USN. Then I have name. Then DOB. Then I have branch. Okay. Then I have mark 1 is numeric, so no need of single quote. Mark 1, mark 2, mark 3. Okay. Right. So now let me insert and see what happens. 1001 is what I should take for name. And then I take Asha. Somehow I'm getting the same values. Right, MCA. Mark 1, I will take it as 90, 98, 88. See, now it has taken one row. All right. So start inserting 1002. Okay, no problem. I'll just finish the insertion and then I'll put it up on this screen. 1003, let me take it as Sagar. 15/8/2001. Take it as MTech. Then some marks for him. again. 1004. 16, 2000. Now let me take this. Yes, 1999. Okay, MCA. Let me make it a little less for him. 40, 42, 45. Right. Next 1005. Right. You need to have some names which ends with AR and which starts with yes. You should take care of these things. Okay. So I just entered two names, Sagar and Savan. So these two starts with yes for me. End with R. End with AR I should take. Take it as Amar. Okay. Anything is fine. Anything as long as it ends with AR. That's fine. 1999. Then I will take this as MBA. Let me give some marks. 52, 55, right? Let me take one more record. Okay, let me take one more name. Akbar. Yes, ends with AR. Good. Right. Branch, I take it as MTech. Then some marks for him. Okay, I think I have entered around 6 records and that should be fine. Let us see. If anything required, we'll again enter later. So let's start from Stu. Right. These are my values. It comes on the second line and that's all fine, no problem. So first number USN is 1001 Asha, and some marks and some date. Branch I have taken it as MCA. Then 1002 Aruna I have taken MBA. 1003 Sagar. See, this is a name which starts with A, ends with AR. So for both the queries, this record can be retrieved. Okay, Sagar. Then MTech. So 3 different branches I took here: MCA, MBA, MTech. All right, and then I entered 3 more records. Savan I took, which starts with S. 1004 again I put him in MCA. Then 1005 Amar, so ends with AR. Akbar also ends with AR. Okay, MBA and MTech. So I have actually 2 records MCA, 2 records MBA, 2 records MTech, and then so because they have asked maximum GPA from a particular branch wise. So at branch wise, when they say at least 2 records minimum you should have per branch, otherwise it makes no sense. In fact, we can add one more round of records also. 3 records, out of which what is it we can find out. Let's add. Asha, then I have taken names which starts with S, Sagar and Savan, and then I have also taken names which end with AR, Amar and Akbar, and I have also taken a record where the USN is 1001 because we need that also. I think all the queries we should be getting some answers, hopefully. Ma'am, we can give null. You can add some constraints, Darshan, that's fine. But whatever we had done for that, we cannot do that. That's all I wanted to say. The way we had created, it wasn't possible. You can always add a not null constraint. That is okay. That's possible.
Ma'am, if we take the column in the insert value, but don't give any values, it will take.
Sorry, Darshan, come again.
Ma'am, insertion ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಲಮ್ಸ್ ನ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಡಿಫಾಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಲ್
ತಗೊಂಡಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಅದು
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ 2 ಆಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ನ ಇದನ್ನು ಟೋಟಲ್.
ನಾನು 2 ತರನೂ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ. Are you able to see my screen, Darshan?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. See here what we have done. I'll show you. Okay, this is the first case I did. Insert ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ insert statement ಅಲ್ಲಿ total and GPA include ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ. ಆಯ್ತಾ?
Yes, ma'am.
So it was showing missing expression when I did not enter value there. I left it blank. So it was showing me missing expression. Then you said what you said is, now what you are saying is you don't include it in the insert statement. That also I tried here. Here, okay, this I have to go above. 1 second. Yeah. Here I have not included in the insert statement, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, but see what it is showing. It is showing not enough values. Both
Okay.
the cases it shows error. That's the reason I dropped I knew this will happen, but since I wanted you all to see that, that's why I again then went back, dropped the column, and then came back. But one thing that we can do is you can add a not null constraint for sorry, not null. I'll have to check that out. So that wasn't possible, both the options.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. All right, students, if you have finished insertion, let me know, or if you have any errors. Make sure that you have all the conditions in the queries met. You should have records for all the queries. All the query, you should get some answer. No record found, answer should not come. Any doubts, any questions, queries, anyone? After this, I'll insert a couple of 3 more records, see one in each branch. If you want, you can also insert so that we'll have some couple of records you should have every branch, because branch wise you have to find out what is the maximum GPA. That is why I'm saying that. One record, one branch will not survive the purpose only. Serve the purpose. Sorry. Please let me know if you are finished. Yes, many have finished. Good. Let me insert 3 more records. Okay. You can also continue inserting. Let me insert 3 more records. 1 per branch. 1 more for MCA, 1 more for MBA, and 1 more for MTech. Okay. Let us insert. You can also do it at your end. Where is this? Yes. Okay. Now I'll put in 1007. Right. Let me put my name. Okay. Some date of birth is required. Okay. So today's date is 3rd June. Okay. 1999. Branch is MCA. Mark is 89, 90, 67. 1 more record, 1008. Right. Sure. Then 2000. Then in BA, give some marks. 1 more record. Right. And then something which starts with this, we have AR. What name can I give? Something which ends with AR. Any names?
Kumar.
Yeah, very good. Kumar. All right. Arjun. Who said that? Okay. Oh, I entered a wrong value. Kumar. MTech. Right, I think enough of values we have. Select star from student. Yes. So MCA, MTech, MBA. MCA, MBA, MTech, MCA, MBA, MTech. So we have 3 records per branch. 9 records we have inserted. We have 3 records per branch. All of you have done the insertion. Please let me know. We'll proceed further. Please enter 9 records. At least 3 records you have for every branch, because you have to find out the maximum GPA branch wise. That's why. Yes. Do it and let. I'm giving you 2 minutes time. Complete it. Complete the insertion, all of you.
Yes, ma'am, done.
Yeah, have all of you done? Can we proceed? Can I hear from you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, 4, 5, yes, I heard that's all out of 58. All right, so let's proceed with the queries. Right, the first 2. Let me see what is the first one. See, the first query is update the column total by adding the columns mark 1, mark 2 and mark 3. All right, so that is our first query. What you should do for that? Update the column total by adding the columns mark 1, 1, 2 and 3. First of all, we should add this column called total in our table. Then see how the value, how can you compute total?
Mark
How do
1
you
plus Mark
compute?
2 plus Mark 3.
Yeah, mark 1 plus mark 2 plus mark 3 is your total, right? All the 3 marks you have calculated your adding, and that will be your total for every student, right? So first you will have to add this column called total. Let's do that first. So alter table, it is a DDL command because you are altering the structure of the table. You are adding a new command, new column, sorry. So it is you have to use a DDL command. DDL command is alter. Alter table student add. Okay, we add you should be very careful with the syntax. What is this? Add column. Column name is I want to add total, and what is the data type that I want to give is number of 3, because all the 3 we have taken as we are assuming it to be 100 max. So the total should also not go beyond 300. So we can keep it at 300. Okay. Alter table student, add column name, data type and the size. Yes. It shows an error to me, invalid identifier at this point, right? So that
Yes, ma'am.
means
Same, we also did
column
that.
word I should not use, I think. Anyone there? Somebody said something? alter table student, add, how do I put this now? Okay, total, hope I'm right, number of 3. So you should know where this column keyword should come, where it should not come, where table should come, where it table should not come, all these things. Get your syntax right. Now the table is altered. Okay, so alter table, table name, add new column name, data type, size. Let me see the description. Yes, see there, total has come, number of 3. Have all of you added?
Yes, ma'am.
Very
Yes,
good.
ma'am.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, very good.
Yes.
So now we'll have to update this column by adding the columns. Adding these columns 1, 2, and mark 1, mark 2, and mark 3. So this updating your total is a DML statement. Okay. So you will have to write a DML statement. So our DML statement will be update. Update. Whenever you write a DML statement, table keyword will not come. Okay. Directly table name. Update student, set. Total, how do you calculate total? We said mark 1 plus mark 2. If you give some function, no, it won't work here. Okay. Mark 3. Because total is going to be different for every student. All right. So you have to give a separate statement only. Where USN, I have to give for whom I'm calculating this. Let us say USN is equal to 1001. So update table name, set total is equal to mark 1 plus mark 2 plus mark 3, where USN is equal to 1001. So one row is updated, it is showing me. You can't give a group function here, please don't do that, because for every student you have to calculate this. Let me see my table, what it is showing. Select star from student. See there. Are you able to see? Let me check. Okay. See here. It is showing 276 for me for 1001. Total is got updated. For only 1001, it has added all this 90 plus 98 plus 88. It is 276. Now like this I have to do for all the 9 students now. Any doubts, anyone? Anyone getting any doubts on this? Please ask me. Yeah, tell me. Vanaka?
No doubts, ma'am.
All right. So now all of you have to write this particular statement for all the records. You will have to do this. So update student, set total is equal to all this blah 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 1002 USN. So one row is updated. So like this I have to write for all the 9 records.
No, instead of where condition,
But
we just once we can update it.
Only one command.
Yeah, how do you do this?
But we have to remove where clause.
Remove the where condition.
And then you give where USN in 101, 2, 3, 4, right?
No need, ma'am.
Then how you will give?
I done, ma'am. I had updated all the total marks.
Yes, ma'am. Even I did.
Okay, share it in the chat box. One thing is you can do is you can give update set total is equal to mark 1 plus mark 2 plus mark 3 where USN in, and then put all the USN. That will also work. That will be just one query. So you have not mentioned USN. Okay, fine. Then that also will work. Yes, yes. That will also work, students. You can try that also. You can also give it like this. Update student, set total is equal to mark 1, all that, mark 2 plus mark 3, where USN in, you can give that also. But again, it's not required, as you all told 1001, give it in bracket. So for all this USN, it will update that. That will also possible. This is applicable if you want to eliminate any of the USN. Here there is no need to eliminate any USN. So this is. Have all of you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Done.
Yeah, very good. All those who have done already, can you try in the similar way the second query? Add the GPA column to the table, then update it. Can you try? Start doing that. Do this. I'll give you 5 minutes. All of you try on your own. Are you all doing it? Second query, are you all trying? Have you all done?
Doing, ma'am.
Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, for GPA, we can do ma'am total by 3.
That's all you can do. Here, though, no other data is given. Actually, GPA is calculated based on credits, but there is nothing of that sort given in this exercise. So we have no other choice but to just take the average of all the 3 marks. That's all.
Done, ma'am.
Yeah, total by 3. That's
Done,
it.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Updated all the 9 records.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Good. 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 Others, please finish it. I'm not going to do the second one. Do it, all of you. You're done, all of you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Good. Okay, let me do, because I need that column. How do I? Just give me 2 minutes. I'll finish this. Describe student. Yeah. So what do we do now? Alter table. Student add. Okay. Did you all add? What did you all give the data type number? I mean, this size of this GPA as?
Ma'am,
4,
4,2.
Good.
4,
Right, very good. Otherwise, again, you will not be able to show any decimal values at all. That will go wrong. Okay, am I right? Alter table student add GPA number. Yeah, I think yes. Right, then please commit your work, all of you. Don't forget to do that. Right, now I'll update this GPA. Set GPA is equal to. Have you all just taken total by 3, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's all is possible for the given data. Select start from student. Right, very good. Let me see if, all my numbers are all whole numbers. Huh? Yeah, here I have something. 42.33, all 33.33.33. Right, something has come. Fine. Okay, shall we proceed? I think most of you have finished it. Let's
Yes,
go
ma'am.
ahead. Yes, very good. So we'll go to the third query. Third query is find the students who were born on a particular year of birth from DOB column. Okay. So any particular year means you can give any year basically. So select start from student where DOB, since it's a varchar, I can take it as DOB like, and then I give a percentage, then I give a 2000, so that whoever is born in 2000 will be retrieved. So these are the people born in 2000 as per my data. Then if I want to change it, I can give something like this. Yeah, so all born in 1999 I get. So like that you can do it. That's a simplest query that you have here. Select start from student where DOB is like that. Particular year of birth from the DOB column. Right, that's what we have done. Have you all done? Did you all get the result?
Yes, ma'am.
This exercise is very simple actually. I don't know, this wasn't there in the last time. We had a different exercise which was very nice. They should have kept that. Anyway, let's see. All right, we'll do the next one. Fourth query. List the students who are studying in a particular branch of study. Particular branch of study. How do you give this query? Anyone? How do you write this query? Anyone? You have to list the students who are studying in a particular branch. So select start from student where branch is equal to, I give MCA. So these are the students studying in branch MCA. You can try with other branches that you have given, MBA. If you are not given capitals there, then whatever you are given there, you should give. Then I give MBA. So all the students studying in MBA, I'll get. Select start from student where And branch is MTech. So all MTech students are displayed. Yeah. Yes, done. Very good.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, for the third query, please, ma'am, that explain percent modulus, how that was working.
Sorry, come again, ma.
Ma'am, for the third query,
Yeah.
the modulus 199, the year evaluation, how it is working, ma'am?
How it is working?
Yes, ma'am.
See, we have given date of birth as varchar 2.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah. So that means date of birth, we are taking it as a string.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So when you do a pattern matching, what we do is where we use this like predicate. So that's what we have used there. So like predicate, when you use, you are making use of two wild characters, that is percentage and star. Percentage and underscore. If you want to match more than one character, then you give it as percentage. That means percentage 1999 means before 1999, I can have any number of characters and it can be anything. That's why I give percentage. For me, the last part should be 1999. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want to check for a single character, then I give an underscore.
So, ma'am, if we give select asterisk from student,
Hmm?
where DOB like underscore 9, if you have given, ma'am, for the query
Underscore?
9.
Okay.
So then it will show those rows which have 9 as the last digit.
No, it will show 9 as the second digit. Wherever you have 9 as a second character, it will show that. First character can be anything is what you have said because you have put an underscore there. Let me try. See here. Select what you told me. Tell me again. Select star from student. Where?
DOB.
Yeah. DOB. Sorry. DOB like. And give. You said underscore 9. Is it not?
Yes, ma'am.
Then it will display only the first two. And wherever the second one is 9, only that. So no row selected because I don't have anyone who are born on 29th or 19th. Nothing like that. If I have somebody born on 19th, I have somebody born on 29th, then it would have displayed because you are giving only you are matching only the first two characters. That's all. Suppose I give it like this. First character is blank for me. Second character, you want it to be a 9. I don't have anybody like that. So let's say whom I have, 5 I have. Okay. I'll give, instead of 9, I'm giving 5, your same query. That means what will happen? It is going to display only the first two digits, the date, wherein the first character can be anything, but the second character is going to be 5. Why not? It should display now. Okay, you don't have DOB, right. 1 second. And then I put a percentage. It can be anything after that. See? First character can be anything. I have given an underscore. Second character has to be 5. So second character is 5. Rest third character onwards, I have given percentage. It can be anything, any number of characters. So it will display these two. Here to you, Raman.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next query. Next query is what? List the students who are studying in particular branch of study. Yeah, that we have done. Find the maximum GPA score of the student branch wise. So what we are supposed to do here, for every branch, what is the maximum GPA that has been obtained by students? Branch wise, you have to display. So I'll give select. What is that I have to display? For every branch, what is the maximum GPA? So I want to display the first thing is your branch MCA. In same way, how much is the maximum GPA? MBA, how much is the maximum GPA? I want the result to be like that. So what I will do, I want whatever I want to display, I said should come immediately after the select. So select branch, and then the next column I want to display is max of GPA. Okay, from student. Okay, now that's all. For every branch, I want to calculate max of GPA. So whenever I want to do something for every branch, what I should give? Group by branch. So when I give, so whatever you are giving followed by group by should also be there followed by select. That is the rule. So I want to display branch and max GPA, but I'm calculating this max GPA for every branch. So I am giving group by branch. Hope I'm right. Yeah, that's fine. So in MBA, what is the maximum? 64. In MCA, it is maximum GPA is 92. Let us cross check. MTech, see here. Yeah, I can show it here. MTech may see, we have 74.33, 66.33, 77. So our maximum is 77. So I am getting 77 for MTech here. Next. MTech is that, then, where did I go? MBA. In MBA, 64, 52.33, 56. So maximum is 64. So I've got MBA also 64. MCA, let us see. I have 3 records in MCA, 92, 42.33, 82. So 92 is maximum. So I've got maximum. What is that you want to calculate? Branch, max of GPA. So branch, I'm displaying branch. For every branch, what is the maximum GPA is what I want to calculate. So from student, group by. Why I'm giving group by? Because for every branch, I want to calculate this maximum of GPA. That's why I've given as branch by, group by branch. Any doubts? Any doubts, anyone?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, good. Have all of you finished? Shall we do the next one? Can I hear from you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So the next one is very simple again. Find the students whose name starts with alphabet S. So what do we write? Select start from student where name like, so it's a string, so we do a pattern matching. Starts with S, right? What I should give? Anyone?
Yes, ampersand.
Capital
Yes, 10%.
S&%.
Yes.
Like query.
Yes. First query should be yes. After that, anything and any number of characters is fine for me. But first character should be yes. So I have 2 students with starting with yes, Sagar and Savan. So I'm getting that. Did all of you get? That's why you should have always records starting with yes and all that. While insertion, you should take care of all that. Please make sure, look into your queries before you insert your data. Don't show no records found. Nobody will accept that because you know what queries you have to get the results for. Right? Can you try the next one? Next one is also simple. What is the next query? Yeah, name ending with AR. Do that. I'm not doing. You do it.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Done, ma'am.
Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, if we have like 5 names, ma'am, which are like 10 alphabets, and we have
Okay.
to perform like third and some seventh should be
Okay.
A. How do you perform that, ma'am? Like exact positions.
Yeah, we can. Tell me your question. I will do the query for you. What did you say? Third character? Tell me again, Kishan.
Third and seventh. Like imagine we have like 10 alphabet names,
Okay.
and we have to find the exact positions, pattern matching. Should we
Alright.
do
You
individually?
can use substring.
You want to retrieve the third and the seventh, is it? Or you want to
No, pattern matching for the third and the seventh or something like that.
select star where see you can do if you want to count the third where sorry name like this is your first character, second, third you want it to be something like A, let us say. Okay, then you said seventh, no? 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 has to be something like this B. 8, 9, 10 can be anything. So I will
Okay,
give a percentage.
so like this we have to do, ma'am. But
Yeah, you can do like this. Suppose you are trying to match only the third and the seventh character. So in that case, I have to count. So till the seventh character, I cannot use percentage because I have to count the characters. After that, 8, 9, 10 can be anything. Any number of characters may be there or only 3 may be there. I am not bothered, so I give off percentage. Are you getting me?
yeah, ma'am.
Yeah.
But isn't there like something like a range or something like that, ma'am? Which we
You
can
have a
count?
substring, no? We have discussed that. We have substring. You can retrieve part of the string from where you have to start. I think we did some kind of exercise in the basic commands. Yeah. Check your basic commands, that document what I have shared with you. I have syntax given there also. We have done that. This may not give me any result. Yes. Query is right, but did you all try the seventh query, all of you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Somebody has put it on the chat box. Select star from student where name like percentage AR. Yes, very good. That's right. So you should all get some names ending with AR. Make sure that you do that. Otherwise, don't show. I'm repeating it again and again, but that's very important. You cannot show no records found. Name, what should I write? Select star from student where name like percentage. I have to end it with AR. Do I have some names? Yeah. So I have so many. Okay. Sagar, Amar, Akbar, Kumar. Very good. Right. That's very, very simple to find out. Done?
Done, ma'am.
Yes, yes, yes. So the last query is, as far as your lab exercise is concerned, what is it? Delete the student details whose USN is given as 1001. Delete that student. So how do you delete? Delete from table name where USN equal to 1001. That's all. One row is deleted. Done, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yes.
ma'am.
Only this exercise is the simplest in your syllabus. Okay, don't think every exercise will be like this. All the other exercises are going to be really, really tough. Okay, let's do some more extra queries. I should not write here. You should do that. What should I give you? Okay. I'll put it in the chat box. I'm putting the query, what you have to write in the chat box, question in the chat box, okay? Can we find out? Yeah, this is my query. List the details of students who have scored more than 90 in all the 3 subjects. That means all the 3 marks should be more than 90 for a particular student. Then if that is the case, then you display that particular student. You should display. Write a query for that. No, I'm not asking total. Rupa, you should display the student who has got more than 90 in all the 3 subjects. Okay. Is that the only way to write, Darshan? Or is there any other way to write? Anybody who has written other than this now can post it. If you have written the same way, then it's okay. Come, I'll come later. Class is there, I'll come later. You have. You have, no, I'll come later. Right. Is there any other way in which this can be written? What did others do? Why all are silent? Can I hear from you all?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, is there any way like I could combine where select star from stud where mark 1, comma mark 2, comma mark 3 is greater than 90?
Sorry, Rupa. Come again. Tell me.
Ma'am, is there any way which we can combine the 3 marks, means any syntax where I could give mark 1, comma mark 2, comma mark 3 is greater than 90?
No,
Means
we are
could-
looking for individual marks, no, so you cannot do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So all of you have done the same query, what Darshan has put here? Did you all get the result? If you have any records based on that. If you don't have any record, try with 80. That's all, no. If you have not entered above 90 for all the 3 subjects for any student, if you are getting no records found, then you can try for 80 if you have something like that. Greater than 80, you can try.
But the total won't work if like 1 is below 90, no, ma'am. But the sum is more than 90, but one subject is not more than 90.
No, I am asking only to display the students' details whose every mark is going to be more than 90. You don't have to check the total at all. I'm not asking for the total, no. Kishan, is it clear for you?
Yeah, ma'am. No,
Yeah.
but it was put in the message, so I asked.
No, I didn't put anything. List the details of the students who have scored more than 90 in all the 3 subjects. In each of the subjects, maybe I should have put like that. In each of the subjects, the student should have scored more than 90. Then, in that case, I want this to display those students. Done, Mama. Okay.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, done.
Yeah. All of you have, yeah, that's okay, Raman. All of you have done the same way? Yeah, fine. Let me give you one more query. Yes. Next query is what I want you all to do is we have done the fifth query, correct? What is our fifth query? Find the maximum GPA score of the student branch wise, correct? Let me share that particular query here again. Where did we do that? I don't know. Yes, this one. Right, we have done this particular query. Now, I want you to display the details of that student who has got that maximum marks branch wise. Can you do that? Like for in this result, MBA is 64. So I want the details of the students to be printed. Whoever has got that 64, whoever has got 82 in MCA, and whoever has got 77 in MTech. Right? Is my question clear to you all? Right? I want to display the details of the student who has got the maximum GPA department wise. That's all. A slight alteration maybe you have to do for that particular query, fifth one. We have done this much. Display the details of students along with this details. Display the details of students who has got the 64, who is the student who got 82, who is the student who got 77. Do that. You should be able to do any queries. They, as I told you, examiner can conduct Viva just by like the asking additional queries. That's all. Viva is over. So please learn to write queries. And especially when you get this kind of simple exercise, they will rig you more. Because the exercise is very simple and they won't allow you to run away in half an hour. This exercise will take just half an hour to do, not more than that. Yes, do and tell me. Whoever getting the result, put in the chat box. Keep doing it. Any doubts, anyone? Do that. I'll just be back in 2 minutes. Okay, you want me to repeat the query? I said in the fifth query, just refer that we have displayed the GPA, maximum GPA department wise that we have done already. I want you to display the details of the student who has got this maximum GPA in that particular department. In NBA, somebody has got 64. That's a maximum. So who is that maximum? Details of that student should be displayed. That's what I said. I hope it's clear, Akrut.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, select branch name USN DOP max GPA. Are you getting that result, Banaka?
Yes, ma'am.
Select name, USN branch, group by branch. Akhil, you got the result?
Yes, ma'am.
Akhil? Okay. Okay, any other query, anybody? Apart from this. Select, okay. Okay, let me see what you are given. Let me also try that. Select what you all give USN, name, branch. What you all, okay. You won't get, no?
Ma'am, select, after select you have said USM, ma'am. It should be branch, ma'am.
Correct. No, but Akhil said he has got that. That is why I tried this. You won't get Akhil. How did you get this query, whatever you have posted? Benaka, how you got this answer? I don't think it will work.
It works, ma'am.
Uh-huh. How can you group by name, Shadab? Okay, any other way? Anybody else? It will display all the students' GPA. Kaushik has written select USN name, branch, max GPA from student group by branch. Did you get the result, Kaushik? Yeah. Okay, I will try to write it in a different way. Select Too many values. Name, branch. I don't know. I'm not getting that. Query won't work. I don't know how you all got it. Because whatever you are trying to give, you should give after the select, no? Otherwise, this won't work. Is there anybody who got? Others, did you all get the query?
No, ma'am, we are trying.
No, ma'am.
Yeah.
We are trying.
That way it is not coming.
Yes, it won't come. Try. All these queries in the chat will not work, I feel. I don't know how you all get this. Because once you give group by branch, that should come after the branch. Vanakaraj says he has got it. I'm not getting that what he has tried to put there. I'm not getting what Akhil has put. I'm not getting what Kaushik has put. You won't get it. Right. You will have to try this. So that's why we said out this you have to make use of this outer query and inner query concept here. Otherwise, you may not get this query. Yes, anyone? not a group by expression, that's because your application of group by is not proper there. That's why. As I told you, whatever you are giving immediately after the select verb should come immediately after your group by also, right? If that condition is not satisfied, then it will show it is not a group by expression, or it's not a valid expression, or something like that. Errors it will show. Shadam. Select branch and student where can do one thing is it's not a group by expression. That's right. You won't get it. When you are using group by expression, you should have the attribute on which you are trying to group and that aggregate function. That's all. You cannot have anything else. That's why if you show here, if you put your USN and name and all that, it will show not a group by expression. And that's why I have doubts how Benaka and Kaushik and all got it there. I really don't know. It will not work. But if they have got, let them help others out. That's all. It don't work like that. Right, anyway, it's okay. So let us, maybe I'll get back to you all on that. Because group expression, when they ask you branch wise, you have to display maximum GPA, that we have done. But if I also want to display who that student is, that's not a wrong query anyways. But we should be able to do that as well. That's a little complicated query it is, because you are applying a group operation, and above that you have to include an outer query which will display the student's details. Let me get back to you all on that. Not to worry now. It's okay. You all also try. So if you get, let's see. Only for one student. Yes, I want total is equal to select. Yeah, that's fine. Max of total from student. No, we wanted branch wise. No. Well, let's see. I will try and get back to you all. Don't worry. You also try meanwhile. But if whatever queries you all have put will not work here. Okay. I don't know how Kaushik and Benaka got it. They say they have got the result. I don't know how you got this result. It won't work actually. Because immediately after select, you should have the group by attribute. Followed by the group by attribute, you should have what is a function that you are applying. That is your count function or max function, average function, whatever is the function. So we have given max. And followed by your group, the same thing should be there. Whatever you gave after the group by attribute should be there. Let's see. So that finishes your, anyway, that was an extra query. We'll do it again. That finishes your second lab exercise. So next week, we'll try to see the next one. As I told you, next exercise, again, the next 3 exercises. I think we have 5 exercises. The next 3 exercises, they may take 2 weeks for each one, I think, because we'll have to start from ER diagram, schema diagram, then go into the creation and all that stuff. So it's not going to be easy. As I told you, this was the simplest one, which will take just half an hour if you know how to do it, right? Right. So if there are no more queries, let's stop at this point. Not your attendance. Today's classroom. Another?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that seems to be the right one. Manish, you got the result?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Okay.
That is what actually I was trying, where to give this max, to give this, inner query, I was going wrong somewhere. Let me try once again. Yeah, select. Yeah. So that query is right. Very good, Manish. Good. So you can take that query and try it out. So where you are trying to sell it, where GPA, I missed to give that. I was trying it on a branch and things like that. That's true. Max of GPA from student group by branch. That's right. Abhilash?
Yes, ma'am.
Akhil? Yeah, he's present. Mic issue. Akrut?
Yes, ma'am.
Anusha?
Yes, ma'am.
Aravind?
Present, ma'am.
Arifullah?
Yes, ma'am.
Janaka?
Present, ma'am.
Banu?
Yes, ma'am.
Bhargav?
Yes, ma'am.
Rahmatullah? Rahmatullah is present. Chaitra?
Present, ma'am.
Chandana? Chandana is there? Yeah. Charan?
Yes, ma'am.
Darshan?
Present, ma'am.
Diksha? Diksha is present. Dakshayani?
Present, ma'am.
Kishan?
Present, ma'am.
Arshit? Hema?
Present, ma'am.
Uma?
Present, ma'am.
Len?
Present, ma'am.
Divya?
Yes, ma'am.
Kaushik?
Present, ma'am.
Lakshmi?
Present, ma'am.
Lavanya?
Present, ma'am. Mic issue.
Manish?
Present, ma'am.
Manoj?
Present, ma'am.
Mohit?
Yes, ma'am.
Naval?
Present, ma'am.
Navya?
Present, ma'am.
Nikhil?
Present, ma'am.
Manindra?
Present, ma'am.
Pooja?
Present, ma'am.
Pawan? Pawan is not there. Purnima?
Yes, ma'am.
Raman?
Present, ma'am.
Rashmi?
Present, ma'am.
Rupa?
Yes, ma'am.
Sai Kumar? Sameer?
Present, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Santosh?
Present, ma'am.
Shradha?
Present, ma'am.
Dharan? Shashank?
Present, ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
Okay.
Present, ma'am.
Shivani?
Present, ma'am.
Soumya?
Present, ma'am.
Purti?
Present, ma'am.
No.
Present, ma'am. Sri Vishnu, mic issue, ma'am.
Sugandhini?
Present, ma'am.
Sushma?
Yes, ma'am.
Sushmita?
Present, ma'am.
Sushmita, you?
Present, ma'am.
Tirtha?
Present, ma'am.
Priti?
Present, ma'am.
Harsha? Veena?
Yes, ma'am.
Rahmatullah is present, Lavanya is present, Vishnu is present, Soumya is present, Harshit is not there, then Pawan is not there for today's class, Diksha is present. Harshit and Pawan. These two are marked absent. Right? Any issues? Any queries? Anyone? Otherwise, we will wind up for this lab session. Okay. So we'll meet again tomorrow 8:30 for our class. Till then, bye. Take care. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.